Hey there, it's Adrian from Numero Web Solutions. Today I'm just going to explain a little bit about Google Ads and some ideas that maybe you want to implement into your Google Ad campaign and some things you should be looking out for. It's not going to get too complex. It's going to be really simple things that you should be looking out for. So stay tuned for that. Now, before we get into it, please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button below. We post videos all the time, and that way you can be notified of any new videos that come out. Okay, so pay-per-click campaigns. Now, if you're not familiar with what a pay-per-click campaign is, or PPC campaigns, it's also known as, it's the Google Ads, really, and that's just one kind of ad, Google Ads, but there's also Bing Ads, and there's some other networks that you can do pay-per-click advertising on. But what that does is allows you to bid on keywords, so that way you show up in those top few sections of Google when somebody is searching for a search term that you're relevant for. So as you can see in this example here, you'll see that the ads show on top. And if you don't think people click on those ads, you are horribly mistaken. Google is a multi-billion-dollar company because of those ads, and it is a really big business, and it is something that can get a lot of bang for your buck if it's done correctly. It is also a quicker way for you to get conversions to your landing page or your website, and I talk about landing pages in another video, but it does help you get a quicker conversion than SEO. SEO is like a long game. It's like a marathon. PPC can be considered a sprint. So step one for a successful PPC campaign is choosing the right audience. Finding out who you want to see your ad, because impressions, and that's when an ad shows up on a user's screen, are important for your ad. So you want to be able to be relevant for a keyword that is being searched by the ideal person you want. I know it sounds really complicated, but you need to find the right audience. You do not want to be marketing steaks to vegans. If you did that, you're obviously barking up the wrong tree. So, once you've done that, you need to ask yourself a series of really important questions. So what you want to be able to find is what are the current problems facing your customer that needs a solution? So if you have a customer, and if you're in the B2B space or if you're in the B2C space, where, for example, somebody goes and says, I don't want to shovel my driveway this winter. What would be the keywords that they would look for to help find your snow plowing service, for example? And can you provide the solutions to these problems? So you want to make sure that you've got the right keywords that you're looking for. Sometimes as business owners and as business leaders, we tend to think too much about our own business and think about talking to colleagues as opposed to talking to customers. The key here is to think like your customer. Don't think like a marketer, don't think like an advertiser, and don't think like a business leader. Think like a customer. What does your customer want? And you'd be surprised if you even take a poll of your existing clientele. This is a great idea. Find out what they would search for. How did they find you? What are their problems? What are their key pain points? Those are how you're going to develop your keywords for your PPC campaign. So that way you're finding what your market is searching for. Now that you know who your target audience is and what they're searching for, you should do a little research on them. Do some customer surveys. Incentivize it. Say get 10% off your next purchase by doing this survey. Do a lot of market research. Okay, look for ways for you to find out as much information as possible about your target audience. If you're not researching who they might be, if you're just throwing stuff at a wall and seeing what's going to stick, you're going to be throwing money away. PPC can get out of hand really quickly. I'm going to let you know that. This is a caveat. You can spend a lot of money with PPC advertising and get nowhere because you're just doing randomized testing, or you are just hoping that people are going to click on your ads, or you are saying that everybody could use my product or my service, when that's not entirely true. You need to really delve deep into what your audience wants. So talk to your customers, your existing customers. I said this before, but make sure you do extensive research. Don't be afraid when you start getting conversions on your PPC to start, to do deep dives on those people, to contact them directly and to find out exactly why they clicked on your ad. Okay, so the next step is your ad. You should have compelling copy. You should have attractive design. You should have really, your ad should be clickable. And that's the key here. It's clickable. You want that person, when your ad shows up on their screen, to click. That's the key. It's pay per click, and Google will give preference to the ones that are doing better than others. So you want to have, a solid headline. You want to have something there that is a call to action, so that way they know specifically, yeah, I want to click on this. You got to create different ad groups, test different ads, test different creatives. There are so many ways to test different items in the Google Ads platform that you could actually get carried away with it. But the more you test, the more you can delve down into what is making your target audience click and your potential customers click. But also, you're going to be able to refine and optimize your campaign, so that way you're getting the most bang for your buck. That way you're bidding on the keywords that are ideal for your target audience, and that your ad is now showing up when your target audience is plugging in those keywords, and now they are converting. They're clicking on there. Now, obviously, you want to keep that conversion path going. Okay, so once they click on the ad, they want to be able to go to a landing page. You want to guide them from the time that they search for a specific keyword all the way through to seeing your ad, to clicking on your ad, to clicking to the conversion point, which, like I said in another video, could be signing up for an e-letter, downloading a premium offer, could be opting in for e-letter, I already said, but doing a survey, joining a club. It could be anything. It could be a hard offer. It could be they're buying something right there, maybe at a discount, maybe as an entry point. So it could be a low price product entry point. But you want to make sure that your copy and your creative is enticing enough for that person to click. And the key for that is, once again, the market research that I spoke about earlier. Find the pain points. Find out what they want. Talk to your customers and make sure that you know exactly what is going to entice them and get that emotional response so that they're like, yes, I need this. So you also want to make sure that you're budgeting correctly. Budgeting is a crucial aspect of running a successful PPC campaign. Even though you want your ads to be seen on social media or on search engines or affiliate sites, don't overextend your budget. Focus on what works. Keep an eye on your budget. Make sure it's paced out properly so that, for example, you're not blowing your budget, within the first 2 hours of the day. You're at the very least, working your way throughout the day. So that way, as you see the search volumes throughout a day, you're showing up properly in the day. Remember, the way PPC works is that you are paying per click, and then the value of your conversions is based on how many conversions you get per click. So once somebody clicks on your ad, if they bounce off right away and they leave, well, you're paying for that click. And if you have 100 people doing that and one person converts, that's how you determine your conversion rate. And you have to look at that conversion rate versus the value of the customer. And if the ROI is there, keep doing it. Optimize it. Yeah, try to get the most bang for your buck. But sometimes keywords are super expensive, especially in competitive marketplaces. So I think that's another part of budgeting that you should understand, is that sometimes, you might have a budget of $500 a month, but if the majority of your competitors are spending $50,000 a month, there's no point in wasting your money on that. You should go all in on your PPC to whatever the market dictates. Remember, you're in a marketplace. You're in its own economy. Google is its own economy, and the marketplace is dictated by the bids going out. So that's it for this video. So remember, subscribe to our channel. We post videos all the time. Check out our website, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.